Hello, everybody. Welcome. Oop, my lights. There we go. Hello, welcome. Hi, Inga. Hello, Patty. Happy Sunday. Happy Monday if you live in the future. How is everybody today? Welcome to the time under the enchantment tree. Hello, hello. Good afternoon. Good evening. Hi, Melinda. Good to see you. How's everyone? How's your Sunday going? Hello, Jessica. Good to see you. Hi, Liza. Welcome. I don't think I recognize you. Back home from a week at the sea. Inga, that sounds lovely. I love the sea. Hey, Mimi. Welcome to you. Nice to have you back. Hello. Eva, nice to see you. How are you feeling after your massive reading the other day? Oh, Melinda, I'm so glad you're doing great. I'm really well today. I have been having lots of breakthroughs, which is super, super cool. And I just have decided to have the best day ever today. Hello, Joanne. Good morning. How is the future today? Oh, Liza, you have? Okay, cool. Well, thanks for speaking up. Yeah, I woke up in the middle of the night, had to go to the restroom, and then my mind was rather busy worrying about some things. And I was able to redirect it, and out of that, I realized that in my heart of hearts, the most important thing for me right now is stability and a sense of home, which I have not completely had in 15 plus years. So it was really nice to start thinking of some old memories of my old California king bed and some of the old apartments that I had where it was my place. I shopped for it. I picked it out. I rented it. I kitted them out. I furnished them, made all those fun choices when you find a place that you want to call your own. And more than business success, more than more followers, more than more money, it just really hit me late last night in the middle of the evening, about 4:30, that this is what's most important. And I'm really, really glad to connect with that feeling. It's a very spacious feeling. It's a very freeing feeling. It's a lovely feeling. And I'm really ready for it. So, yeah, that is what's big on my radar right now. Aren't they though, Jessica? It's honestly, it's been a good experience of not having them for so long. But, yeah, it's just that feeling of home, of being settled and stable. Yeah, that is where my heart lies. So this week there's a good chance I will not be doing any lives in order to focus the majority of my energy on the job search for Sedona. This is of the utmost priority so that I can make the move by the time my stay here in Utah runs out, which is in September. So, yes. Aw, thanks, Jessica. That's really sweet. Yeah, it's an important thing when it's easy for us to forget that if we want to feel better, we can often think of memories from the past of the last time we felt a certain way that we're wanting to feel, right? If you're physically hurting or if you're not well, you can think back to a time when you were, and you can tap into that very emotion. When you're in a situation like I'm in, where you haven't really had a home for 15 years. You know, I have had homes in the past. And it's beautiful because when you tap into those past memories and when you tap into the feelings, the good feelings associated with those, right? It's much easier for us to start to remember that life is not just one way and that the universe truly does love and support us. So just one of my little techniques. Oh, thank you, Eva. Appreciate that. Yeah, so the only event, even though I have the calendar up, there it is, even though I have the schedule up there, the only event this week for anyone joining the Patreon is the deep dive. This month's deep dive is actually really cool. If anybody saw my recent video about the Lionsgate portal from last week, the Council of Seven was talking about becoming a hunter for presence, and the deep dive is going to be all about that. The how to have that sort of hunter or warrior perspective when trying to just be present with what is. I think it's going to be really, really fun. Oh, you did, Eva? That's wonderful. Yeah, so that's available for Energy Explorers and Trailblazers. And if you want to try the Energy Explorer 7-day trial, you would also have access to the deep dive. And the 7-day trial is free for 7 days, and then after that it would start charging. So just something to bear in mind. Anyways, I didn't want to do too much announcements. We have a beautiful message today. This is the first time that they have told me what they want to talk about before we actually all show up for the live. So I'm actually kind of excited. The topic that they only told me the topic. They told me the topic today is love. Now that could change, but good morning, Peter Brook, my friend. Yes. So it could be, I have no idea what they're going to talk about in totality, but they did say that they were going to talk about love. So we're going to see what happens. Hello, hello. Welcome, Peter. How's the future for you? Oh, is Joey here? Hi, Joey. I was chatting and not looking at chat at the same time. Hello, Nancy. Good to see you, my friend. Just woke up. Good morning. Oh, Stretch. Good to see you. My friends, if you know anybody in Sedona or in Arizona, or if you end up spontaneously or serendipitously hearing about anyone or someone in Sedona that I can connect with, please let me know. Anywho, let's get ready for the message. How's the music? Not too loud? I keep feeling like I need to make a better adjustment in my program, but I'll get into that. All right. Let us close our eyes and settle into our seats or couches or walks or driving. Take a moment to listen to the sounds in the environment around you. And allow those sounds to wash over you like a song. With each change in the rhythm of the sounds, imagine that the actual sound waves themselves are reaching your body and then splashing beautiful sound on yourself. It's a gentle splash absorbing you, washing away any sleepiness from the night, any busyness from the day. And as each sound moves towards you and through you and over you, just let everything go. There is only this moment. It is the only time, the only thing that invites your attention, as well as the beautiful friends we have here in the live today. I invite you to think of a time when you were attending a live and you just had the most wonderful experience while you were in it. Perhaps it was a reading-based live and you heard exactly the thing you needed or wanted to hear at the time. Perhaps it was with one of our fellow teachers who does energy work, and they helped you clear something that really felt like it was sticking in you. Perhaps you were attending one of our dear musical teachers' lives, and you just were filled with the joy of music. Pick one time, my friends, and allow yourself to relive that moment, to relive the joy and the wonder and the beautifulness of that moment. Or even though that moment has quote-unquote passed, it lives on energetically in your memory of it. And those emotions that are tied to it are very, very special. Whenever we have the opportunity to come together in community, to grow, to love and support each other, or to just be and have fun, to be on our path together is so beautiful. It's so special. And allow the memory of this, one of your favorite lives, to marinate in your heart. Just hold it there. And I will check in about the weekly message. Dear guides and Council of Seven, so message for all of us today, that I may be of great service to those in attendance to the world at large, for the highest and best of all. We thank you, and we love you. Our dear, dear friends, while you are bathing and basking in this memory of a beautiful, cherished time with your fellow meditators, we invite you to ask yourself, what is love? Ask your heart, what is love? And be open and patient with your answer. knowing that there is no necessarily correct answer. When we invite you to focus on people, places, or things that you love, we encourage you to understand that that invitation is not about the people, places, and things. They are simply tools, points of focus for your experience, for your shift, for your ability to feel differently. For example, if you are one of those who is in a loving relationship or a relationship in which you love the other person, it's common for humanity to attach the feeling, to identify the feeling of love with this other individual. And were that individual to leave, either through death or simply ending the relationship for them, this attachment, this identification with the other person as the source of the love would invariably cause you suffering. Now, we don't consider sadness or loss or grief suffering. What we do consider suffering really comes back to that very attachment. And this is an important distinction because let us use the other example of this loved one or this dear friend, whichever works for you mentally, is away on a trip and you do not get to see them physically for several or many days. Despite their departure from your physical presence for a temporary time, do you not still love them while they are away on vacation? Indeed, you do. Do you miss them? If that is the kind of person that you are, indeed, you do. Do you wish that they were nearby? Yes, you might. But does your love depend on their physical presence? Love is an energy that you experience inside you. Sure, the other person might catalyze or trigger it. They are simply reminding you of who you really are. So we invite you to expand your awareness of love when you are invited to focus on a person, place, or thing that you absolutely, purely, and deeply love. Try to remember that it isn't about the person, place, or thing. It is about your feeling, your experience in the very moment. And this is why the tools such as the love bomb or the heart to teach my mind are so powerful. But my friends, the true essence of love is more than a feeling. This is how we first learn about love. through our emotion, through our feeling. And certainly the emotion does directly correspond to the vibration associated with that emotion. The frequency. But if we take a deeper look at love as a frequency, it begs the question of, where does love really live? We feel it inside of us when we are in a relationship in which we love the other person, be that friend or romantic or parental or familial. But we also feel it when we look at a beautiful scene at our favorite travel location, or when we listen to a track of our favorite type of music, or when we find ourselves beautifully immersed in the story of a movie or a book or of someone's life. So you see, if all of these different things can quote unquote trigger the feeling, then the feeling has nothing to do with all these things. In fact, love is more than a feeling. It is indeed the one and the same of the very life force that runs through you. The initial awareness of love usually comes in the form of a feeling, but as you connect more and more and identify more and more with the vibration and the frequency that is associated with love, you realize that that very frequency is inside you. And you always have the choice to tap into it through whatever means works best for you. And this we see in the human experience when you are creating, when you are making something, when you are working on a beloved project, when you are cooking from the heart. You are tapping into the very life force of the love that flows through you, and you are then channeling it into the task in front of you. And by being a conduit for this love as a force, allowing it to flow through you instead of holding onto it and keeping it contained inside, you then begin to feel more vibrancy, more aliveness, more in the flow. There's a juiciness, a deliciousness, a beauty, a joy, a sense of fulfillment in the very moment as you flow the energy through you. And if you have ever had the experience of being in quote-unquote the zone, you know what this is about. We invite you throughout your days to become more aware through whatever means you wish, more aware of the very life force, this frequency, this energy that flows through you. Now, what do you do if you are in the middle of a struggle, if you are emotionally down and you are not really able to connect with this? This is a very good question, because that is part of the human experience. That is part of our lives here. Well, your regular spiritual practice helps you exercise the muscles required, the spiritual muscles required for navigating your emotions. When you are sad, when you are angry, when you are fearful, the most important thing you can do is not to try to jump from sad and fearful and angry all the way to love. That's impossible. That is like jumping across the Grand Canyon in a human body. Not doable. Or perhaps it is, but nobody on the planet has done it yet. Now, what you do is you acknowledge. You name the emotion. You acknowledge it. You accept that that is how you feel right now. But you do so with an understanding that that is simply a reflection of how you are thinking. That feeling is not something to latch onto, over-identify with, or make statements like, I'm a sad person. I am powerless. I am depressed person. Please, we invite you not to identify with it. Simply acknowledge it. Emotions are just energy in motion. They will move, especially if you train your mind to focus slightly in a better direction. Slightly. No big jumps. Anger is particularly interesting because it has a potency to it. It has much more oomph and movement. It has more charge than sadness or depression. And while many humans, many of us are uncomfortable and have difficulty with being angry, or we may fear that we may behave in the same way that we feel. When you embrace any of these more difficult, more negative emotions, whatever you want to categorize them, when you embrace them, you are saying, here is where I'm at right now. Why is this important on the path to growing your awareness of the very love that flows through you? It is because you cannot actually be aware of the love that flows through you if you are not present in the moment. And if you are resisting, avoiding, pushing against, attempting to change, fix, or make different the way that you feel in the very moment, then you are denying yourself the experience, the practice, the exercise of the spiritual emotional muscle so that you can recognize and hold for the moment when you are experiencing better emotions. And the flow from one emotion to the next is truly part and parcel of the life force that flows through you. So begin by embracing how you feel right now, but not identifying with it. If you wake up in the morning and you feel tired, don't make that your story that day. You can still have a great day. You have the capacity to be loving, to be kind, to be nurturing, to take care of yourself, to take care of others. But if every day you tell the story of tired, you are allowing your mind to attach to that as a state, and then you do not move. You lock your mind's perspective into one place. And the more you do it, the more you identify with it, the more immobile and immovable it becomes. Now, it is not impossible to move it, to shift it, to change it, but it is much more difficult when you over-identify with it. If you have been making this a pattern, we also invite you, please do not beat yourself up over it. If you recognize yourself in this, please bring a compassionate heart. Please just simply be present with the fact that up until this moment, you have been making that over-identification. There is no right or wrong in that. It's just been a habit. But if you do wish to be more aware of the life force and the love that flows to you, into you, and through you, then yes, you must be present with what is. And where does this lead as you grow in awareness of the love as a force that flows through you, that you can actually use and direct and enjoy? As you practice being the channel that you are, that we all are, being the conduit for life force, for love, you increase your awareness of all the different occurrences and happenings and places and people and things in which that same love and life force is also flowing through. You walk by a tree and you suddenly recognize that it isn't just beautiful, but you can feel its aliveness. You walk by a sad person and you have compassion for what you are sensing of their sadness. You see a happy person and you have understanding of the joy that they are experiencing. You walk by a rock, and even though it may appear as though it's not moving, you understand that the energy in it is constantly in motion. It's just a very slow motion. And so you see, my friends, you can start with the feeling, move to the force, and expand your awareness of love as a field. When it is in the feeling state, we as bodies simply are containers for it. We are vessels that hold that emotion. We may express or share that emotion with others, but it is still ours. And then as we become the channel and the conduit for the love as a force, we increase our capacity to flow it. But when we reach that level of awareness, and it may only be for a moment during meditation or community experiences or experiences in nature, there's a wide variety of ways in which you can begin to feel love as a field. You realize that you are then part of the collective. And not just mentally realize it, but you can feel it. You know that you are connected to the tree, to the rock, to the movie you are watching, to the song that you are hearing. And although that song and that movie and created works do come and originate from another individual on the planet, they are all coming from source. Those people are being the channel and the conduit. And these are things that I believe everyone here already knows. And so, again, my friends, what is love? And please try to remember that there are times in our days in which it is not easy to be present. But as we've recently talked about, you can hunt for that presence. You can intentionally look for opportunities to be present. And that is why embracing and being present with the emotions is so wonderful, because the emotions can shift and change at any given time, and they are so fluid that when we practice being present with them, we are actually moving with them. We are actually making that shift as we stay present with how they unfold. We hope that this message reaches you on some level, perhaps on a level which you needed, or perhaps on a level you were not aware of and are now willing to entertain. This is but one of the energies that we represent. And right now, for the human race, it is the most important energy. Yes, there are other higher vibration energies. You may have been told or heard this. But right now, love is the highest possible vibration on the planet. And that is unfolding and changing even as we speak. Know that whenever you can be present, and we do not expect you to be present all day long, a noble goal indeed if you wish to attempt that, but we don't expect it or require it in any means. We don't require anything really. But when each moment that you are present, each moment that you connect with love as a feeling or as a force or in the field, you are adding to the entirety of everyone on the planet. So you see, my friends, if you are one of those individuals who are currently feeling a struggle around your life path, around your purpose, around what you should do, around a decision, being present contributes to the whole much more powerfully than you can even imagine. Every moment that you are present and embrace your emotion, every moment that you are present with another individual, every moment that you are present with the task or the fun or the play that is in front of you, you are helping humanity expand. And so see, you actually are fulfilling. You are being purposeful. You are fulfilling purpose. Let the questions and the grasping for answers that are not accessible in this moment go. Let them go. Surrender them and return to the now. Knowing, trusting, having faith that the 1 minute of presence or the 5 minutes of serenity from a 20-minute meditation are indeed you being of service, not just to yourself, but to everyone. We thank you for being here today. We thank you for your loving presence, for how you love and support each other in community. We thank you for being you. And we wish you all, every one of you, the best. Hello. Hello, Jamie. Hi, Liz. Hi, Tatiana. Amazing message, Jennifer says. Thank you. You're welcome. Oh, you're welcome, Peter. Hello, everyone who has joined partway through. I am recording this. It will be up on YouTube today or tomorrow if you want to rewatch it, or if you missed most of the message. There was such a peacefulness, a calm, a joy, and a deep appreciation for all of us coming through, and it was like an undercurrent, like a thread, like the best way I can describe it is just the guides in the council, they just have so much faith in us. They like really, really believe in us. They understand the challenges that we face. And they may not directly experience those themselves, but they believe in our abilities. They believe in who we are more than that. They just believe in who we are. They know who we are. And it is just such a, it's like this undercurrent. It's really, I don't know if you guys feel it, but I do. I feel it when I'm in there. They really are very loving and supportive. And yeah, I'm at this point now with them where they're, the other day, it's about a week ago, and I said, okay, so what do we got going on now? And they said, well, the 7, because they call themselves a Council of 7, they said the 7 is actually not the number, the count of how many of us there are. They said there are actually way more than 7. They said what the 7 is counting is the number of energies that we represent. And that really got my curiosity up. And I said, well, okay, so I'm betting love is 1. And they're like, yup. And I said, what are the other ones? And of course there were crickets. It was just silent. They gave me a bit of an energetic glimpse, but I couldn't put any words to them. So this is fascinating because about 15 years ago, I asked my very first guide, Dr. Peebles, through a friend of mine who channels him. I asked about love. This is fascinating that they brought this up as a topic today. I actually asked Dr. Peebles, I said, so what I've been hearing from Dr. Peebles and Abraham and other people is that love is the highest frequency accessible to humankind right now. And I said, are there higher frequencies? And Dr. Peebles said, yes, there are. There are higher dimensions and higher frequencies than love. The humanity does not have, and this was 15 years ago, and this could be even shifting right in the moment, like the council said, but humanity does not have the ability to perceive or feel or sense those yet. This is what he said 15 years ago. But there are higher vibrations, there are higher frequencies. And that kind of thing gets me excited. Whenever there's like a higher purpose or a higher understanding to achieve personally on my spiritual path, I get excited about that. I get curious about what's the potential, And of course, a part of that curiosity comes from growing up watching Star Trek. And in particular, my favorite episodes either were the ones that dealt with time travel or time shifts, or the ones in which they met energy beings who had no corporeal body. Those always got my curiosity piqued. There's a part of me that hopes that someday I can become an energy being. I don't know. Yes, a Trekkie. I am a Trekkie. I love sci-fi. It tickles my curiosity. It pushes my mind. There's just so many things in it. And I even love Star Wars. Mostly I love Star Wars, not just for the sci-fi, but also because of the way in which those were written with the hero mythology built in, which has really just been beautiful. But Star Trek has just been an amazing, it's like my all-time favorite shows to watch. So we are energetic beings, yes, but I'd like to be one without a body someday and travel around like the Masters of Time do and whatnot. Yeah. Hello, Gary. Where's Gary? My friends, any questions about the message today? Any comments? Anything you want to share? Now would be the time. Share them here into the enchantment tree before I head us out. Thomas, oh, me too. I think we do when we die mortally. I believe that too. And I think we also might become an energy being. For those people who know how to astral travel, that is definitely being an energy being. Yeah, good to see you, Gary. My friends. As I said earlier, I'm probably going to not have any lives this week so that I can focus on the job search in Sedona. For those who came in late, I woke up at 4:30 and had a bit of a bout of worrying about my future. Yes, that happens to me too. I was able to redirect it while lying in bed, and it really opened up this understanding that what I want more than anything else right now, more than money, more than the business flourishing, more than more followers, more than whatever way I bring my skills and gifts to you guys, what I want the most of anything is a home. And I don't mean buying a home, I just mean a place to call my own. To be settled and stable. And my God, my friends, it feels so good to focus on how wonderful that feels in the moment, because I know those feelings. I've lived them before. I've experienced them before. I know what they feel like. And I am just going to exclusively focus on that. And so this week is really about bringing my energy into focus for that. The job search has been challenging, as many of you know, and it is not undoable. It is totally possible. And I am going to do it with my guides. I am really committed to standing on my own 2 feet in partnership with the divine, which is actually a workshop topic I've been thinking about for a while. Yeah, I mean, it's funny because sometimes I wonder, I mean, you guys hear what I do here, and we talk, and I share a lot about my experience, you know, but I think a lot of you don't realize how long it's been and how difficult it has been for me. You know, there's something really wonderful in waking up in a bed that you chose, you know, with sheets and coverings and pillows that you chose, you know, and showering in a bathroom in an apartment or a home in which you said, this is where I want to live. And I haven't had that in 15 years. I have basically gone where I was invited, and that has been a beautiful experience in terms of living with the uncertainty. But I'm ready. I'm ready. And this is really, really important. I have a little over a month left here in Utah. And so I'm going to just ask for your prayers and loving support, as you always offer me loving support. And don't worry, I'm good. I'm just feeling a lot about this today because of this new awareness that this is the most important thing right now. So I'm going to take the week off. The only thing that's happening this week is the deep dive through the Patreon program. Everyone's welcome to that. If you wish to join on the free trial for 7 days, the deep dive is going to be this Thursday. Where is this? This Thursday on the 15th. And the topic is going to be about hunting presents, hunting for presents. So yes, April, I agree. I am already celebrating the new home. Absolutely. I cannot wait to have my own apartment again and to slowly furnish it and have the stability and just not, then that way I can just be of service and not worry about the money like I do pretty much once a week or twice a week or more. And just, yeah. Oh, you're going to get me a home sweet home sign? Oh, no, get myself one. Oh, that's cute. I love that, April. I love that. Thank you, Nancy. Oh, thanks, B. B is sending gentle, healing prayers, love, light, and protection. I love that. Liz says, Greg, with your new move and your new adventures in your new home, you got this. Yeah. Okay, so I know that you got this is a very attempted, a very encouraging phrase, but it's interesting because I do not doubt my ability to got this. That's the funny thing. So I thank you for the expression of that sentiment, but it doesn't mean as much to me as other people, unfortunately. I appreciate the encouragement, though. It's just weird. I'm weird about that phrase. Oh, my friends. All right. Joanne's birthday is the 17th? Get out. Or 15th. Wait, Joanne's gonna be 15 years old? You're almost sweet 16? The 15th? That's Thursday. I love that for you. Yay! Everyone deserves their deepest desire, my friends. And hopefully I am an example of going for what you want. That's my hope. Happy birthday, Joanne. Happy birthday, Joanne. Happy birthday, Joanne. Happy birthday to you and many more. All right, my friends, I'm gonna miss you this week, but maybe I'll throw a live in as I'm getting more done. I just need to. I've been quote unquote working on the business and other things, and I know that I need to make some concerted efforts towards my move and towards the job, and that is also an important piece of my stability. So I will miss you this week, unless you happen to come and attend the deep dive. Otherwise, I will either see you next weekend or the week following. I haven't really decided yet, but I'm not leaving IT. For anyone who might be mentally panicking due to Mercury retrograde, I'm not leaving IT. I'm just gonna take a break this week so that I can focus on what I need to do to take care of myself. So, vision board. I do not like doing vision boards. I don't know why. Too much of a project, and it ends up being, I don't know, maybe I'm resistant to it. I don't know. I will take it into advisement, my dear friend, but I don't like doing vision boards. Yes, exactly. Becoming clear on where one's focus needs to be is a very good thing. Oh, I do, Tatiana. Thank you for that wish, though. All right, my friends, we're gonna cut out unless anyone else has something important to say. Do I see my friend Melanie Underwood? You are here, maybe. Hi, Melanie. Jessica, you're welcome. And thank you so much. It's a bummer that the links that you sent me, well, the one link, I haven't pursued the second one, but it's a bummer that resort link that you sent me isn't really panning out. That was, as I mentioned to you in a message, that was a smidge of a disappointment for the better part of a day. But I do have faith, my friends. It may not be the right time for that, yeah, but I was relieved when I found out that it was a 20-minute drive, a 3-hour walk, and a 1-hour bike ride away from downtown Sedona. So maybe after I get there, it will be my second job or something, or my next job after the first one. Who knows? But yeah, when I don't own a car. I don't know much of anything, but without a car, a 20-minute drive or a 3-hour walk or a 1-hour bike ride would be way too long. Liz, I love that idea. She says, Craig, when you move in your new home, people in the room here could throw you a home-warming new home party. You know what? Let's do that. I will have a party live. We'll have a party. You can bring your own refreshments. You can eat or drink whatever you want, and we will celebrate the new home. Maybe I will even take you on a tour. I'm not sure if it is an excellent idea, isn't it, Jennifer? Yes, it would be so much fun to have a party with you guys. Speaking of party, thank you for that reminder, Liz. The next Celebrate Love Party is going to be Wednesday, September 4th, 2 p.m. You can check it out here, and you can check out all my stuff at my teacher link. As you know, I don't think I have anything else. Oh yeah, I'm canceling the Wednesday thing that I was talking about recently. It's not feeling right, so I might be back on lives on Wednesdays, but yeah, I'm not feeling currently where my energy. It's just not feeling where my energy needs to go right now on a weekly Zoom thing. So, anyways, lots of shifts and changes on my ends. My friends, I'm gonna let you go. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for listening to the council's message. I'm really excited to hear what else they bring to us down the road. I just feel like that there's so much wisdom and love and support that they want to share with us, and I'm just happy to be of service in that regard. So it's just exciting. Like, I'm secretly hoping that at some point, and maybe not in the near future, but who knows, that at some point the council starts talking to us about the other 6 energies, or at least one of the other 6 energies that they represent. Because I don't know about you, but I'm really curious about what they are, and I would love to hear about them. So maybe after I go sit in a power vortex in Sedona in the beautiful Arizona mesas, and have my chakras blown wide open, maybe I will understand more. And of course, I will always bring that understanding and knowledge and insight back to you guys. So, Sedona energy is everywhere for you lately, Jamie. What? Really? Oh, you are? Oh, thank you. And I really appreciate all the different rainbow colored hearts. Why is Sedona energy everywhere for you lately? That is very, very curious. Thank you, Ella. Everybody will be waiting where and when. Indeed. Homewarming new home party. Yippee, Liz. Liz, what a great idea. Thank you. All right. Shall we wrap it up, my friends? I'm sure we all have other things to do. Goodbye, Pete. I love you dearly. I love all of you. I appreciate all of you immensely. Thank you for showing up today. And when you're feeling a little glum, just think of this beautiful enchanted tree. I just love this background so much. It is so pretty. All right, my friends, I'm going to send you out to the intro. Oh, Danielle, you are more than welcome. And thank you. I saw somebody donated. I'm sorry, I was busy talking about something else. Thank you so much for sharing your abundance with me. I appreciate every single donation. It's nice to see and feel and witness the support for my work in the world. So yay us. Woohoo. Okay. I'll be back soon. I don't have an exact when, probably next weekend. I don't think I could stay away from you guys for that long. But yeah, if I can get some good work on the job search done during the week, then I will schedule lives for next weekend. Okay, my friends, I'm going to send you out to the outro. Take good care of your hearts and be kind to yourselves. And remember, even just a moment of presence, one day at a time, contributes to the entirety of the world. So thank you so much for you and for being here. I'll see you guys later. Bye.